Hi guys, I hope you can hear me. I decided it was time to get this video done. I can't find any of my video equipment. So I just decided I would come down here with my friends. As you can see, I'm in a cemetery. I'll explain that a little bit later. As many of you know, Eddie passed away February 23rd. I've been doing some traveling, and now I've decided to stop and work on my videos, healing, and just pretty much starting my life over. I may travel again in the fall. I've been some beautiful places, met some wonderful people. I've had experiences that are like fairy tales of blessings. But now I think it's time for me to hunker down, heal, tune into who I am, share who I became over the past 10 years or so with people that know me as maybe a different Lana. The reason that they knew me as a different Lana is because I never really shared the Lana that I am now. I'm much more confident. I'm much more sure of what I want and what I want to do here. And for a lot of reasons for that is that as a child, I was healed. I was out of my body for, I think it must have been several hours. And I could always see things and know things. Well, one time when I was 15, my mom was asking some people that sold Bible books what she could do to help me. And it scared them so bad that they picked up their books and they literally ran out of the house. So I decided from that point on, I would not allow those gifts to be used, or I would not use those gifts, and I would turn those abilities off. Off and on through the years, they would occasionally pop up. They told me the first person I would marry. They told me the first job I would have when I graduated high school. And it turned out to be true. At least about 90 to 100% true. So anyway, I've always been very spiritual. I've always put myself into anything I believe to find out and take it to the full extent. I was kicked out of a few churches for asking too many questions. And so anyway, about 10 years ago, I left traditional religion and decided that the Bible said that we had the teacher within us. And so I decided to learn from my teacher. And the gifts returned. And now I see visions. I see people, whether my eyes are, whether I'm asleep or whether I'm not asleep. I have seen, the ants are going to eat me. I have seen other beings. I hear them. I smell the energies of energies that come around me. I eventually, trying to figure out what it was I was seeing, what it was I was sensing, I eventually turned to using the pendulum, which I think is fairly accurate for me. It's always, once you observe something, I believe that with intent, you can actually alter what you've seen. And so I don't think there's an infinite prediction. I believe that you see what you see, and I believe that by making people aware of what you've seen, that you can alter a happening, sometimes to the betterment of humanity and to yourself. And those are the things that I am going to be talking to you about. The reason I said that I'm here with my friends is lots of times if I close my eyes, I have energies that come, and I basically give them permission to realize that they have a path and they have a journey home to God, Creator, Source, and that it's safe there, and that's where they need to go. So the reason I'm making this quick video today, it's basically a introduction to some things I want to talk about. I think I've been shown some very, very profound things, and the media as of today is showing people, telling people that the things that they're showing, which are things that I seen 3 or 4 years ago, that there's something that I don't think they are. And my question is why? So what I want to do is I start sharing my stories and my visions and my ways that I have of gathering information from the universe, from spirit, from source. I don't use the word God because I think people use God for so many things. And to me, God is so much more than I was ever taught that God was. So much more loving, so much more helpful, and not just a person up there in the sky, but within us and all around us. For whatever reason, I've learned to tap into the all around me. And as I move forward, these are the things that I will be talking about, and I'll greatly appreciate your response, because I don't fully understand any of these things. I was told when this started not to study the modalities that a lot of people use for answers such as I get, like the pendulum or tarot or synchronicities or numbers or any of these things. I was told that the answers would come to me spiritually and by vision. I travel at night. I see with my eyes open sometimes. I see with my eyes closed. I see in my dreams. I hear. I really don't know what all I do because it's just me. And I don't know that it needs labeled. It seems like whatever is needed to get the message across to me is just what shows up. And the reason I talked about my friends is because the friends from the other side do talk to me. I can see into, I don't know what they are, timelines, waves, I can be talking to some person and see them in another timeline, another dimension, another something. And I don't work at this. I don't try to, I just take what comes. So maybe as time goes by, with those that assist me with comments, I will learn what my gifts are. Maybe I'll learn how to fine-tune them more. But for right now, I'm just trusting Source Creator that gave me this gift as a small child, and I'm embracing it as a very senior citizen. To those of me that will be shocked by this, because I spent so many years faithful in the church, I've not left my belief in what most people call God. I call Creator, Source, breath of life, which is what Jesus called his Father in Aramaic. Breath of life without and breath of life within. And at least that's what I've heard, and that makes sense to me. So this is just a short video. I'm on the way to pick up some stuff at the store, and I just wanted to get this done and recorded before I chicken out again. And I will be recording different dreams I've had. I've seen myself at the pyramids. I've seen myself on other planets. I've seen myself in other timelines. So I'm usually there as an observer. I'm watching myself. So maybe I'm just a remote viewer. I don't know. But anyway, I will catch you all later, and I really truly appreciate you listening and comments, or maybe even suggestions of something that you would like to hear me talk about. Like I said, I've been to pyramids, I've been to planets, I've seen beings, I've been visited by beings, and I'm visited by people that are on the other side all the time. I don't know if they are actually what we would call passed away, or just in another frequency that I can see. But anyway, this is Elena of Now, and this is what I want to say to everybody on this planet and everybody that is listening. We need to ask questions, and we need to tap in, especially with things that are coming. We need to tap in to our intuition, to our connection with God, Source, so that we will be prepared to help ourselves and to help others. Appreciate you listening, and thanks a lot.